We arrived in Orlando for the start of our Goldwing adventure. A night of making merry at the Waldorf was followed by an overnight Amtrak auto train from Florida to Roanoke, Virginia. We continued the merriment until the bar was devoid of whiskey and beer, and then did our best to sleep while the train kept rolling. We awoke in Virginia, and that's where the real adventure would begin. We had over 24 2012 Goldwing motorcycles and an assortment of editors, wives, and significant others who were all set to experience the luxury of touring on Honda's most prolific traveling two-wheeler as we made our way south along the Blue Ridge Parkway to Knoxville over the next 3 days. We were greeted with thunder, lightning, and torrential rains of biblical proportions. Virginia may be for lovers, but there wasn't much love for us on day one. Our wing may offer up decent wind protection, but no bike could shield us from the rain we rode through this afternoon. We were soaked, sitting in puddles of warm water and generally delirious over the predicament we were in. Our guests, the wives and girlfriends who had joined us for the ride, they really got a taste for the dark side of the motojournalist gig. Honda wanted us to experience the handling prowess of the Goldwing, and that's exactly what we did. Rain, sleet, or snow, the show must go on. We meandered into the parking lot of the Hotel Roanoke, and within an hour the rain was a distant memory. A dinner at the local blues club straightened us out, and after 3 days, we had all started to get a little more familiar with each other as the party turned up a notch. We staggered out of bed early the next day and made the long highway drone to Asheville, North Carolina. In the dry, the wing seat and pillion perch are more comfortable than any other motorcycle on the road today. There's a good reason to see thousands of two-up touring riders on Goldwings, because they rock. Did we mention the state-of-the-art sound system, by the way? We arrived at the posh confines of the Biltmore Estate in Asheville in a procession of glistening chrome, shiny paint jobs, and rocking tunes. We had the tunes blaring as we made our way up to the hotel. The second day of the wing ride revealed the bikes are not only comfortable, but very accommodating over the long haul. We celebrated a rain-free run with champagne on the viewing deck atop the 175,000 square foot Biltmore mansion, overlooking the 150,000 acre spread. There's one thing Honda and the Vanderbilts have in common. They both like to go big. The final leg of our Goldwing adventure ride would take us along the Blue Ridge Parkway and onto the infamous Deals Gap. Known around the world as the Tail of the Dragon, this section of road features 318 turns in 11 miles. At the DG restaurant, we blended in with hundreds of other motorcycle enthusiasts. That meant the road was fairly clear and devoid of cagers, so we had our run of the place. After stuffing our face with one of the greatest burgers ever made, we tackled the Tail of the Dragon aboard our warhorse-like Goldwings. The tarmac twists, winds, and undulated as it snakes through miles of mountain pass. It was a surprise how well behaved the wing is in these conditions. Fully loaded with 2 riders, the Honda carved up the corners in a way that truly belies the bike's actual size. Sure, we scraped some floorboards and wouldn't be able to hang with a CBR, but we had a lot of fun nonetheless. Truly, this is an epic ride, and one that every motorcycle rider should make a pilgrimage to at least once. It was our first time at Deals Gap, and we were glad we came. We wrapped up our Goldwing adventure in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Crowne Plaza. It was an epic journey that ended with one of the most epic rides on the East Coast. That's one more check off the bucket list, and one more reason to be a fan of Honda. When it comes to logging miles in the seat of the original luxury touring motorcycle, the Goldwing is still the gold standard.